Romain Grosjean survived a horrendous crash at the Bahrain Grand Prix after being surrounded by fire, and the charred remains of his Haas car have now gone on display. The charred remains of Romain Grosjean's Haas F1 car have gone on display in an exhibition showing the true extent of his horrendous fireball crash over 2 years ago. The Frenchman was lucky to survive the crash at the Bahrain Grand Prix in November 2020, with his car completely wrecked by the fire damage. And now F1 fans will get to see the chassis up close. Grosjean somehow walked away from the incident with only minor injuries to his hands and feet after becoming engulfed in flames following the crash. He lost the rear of his Haas car on the first lap, which collided with the barrier at a speed of 119 miles per hour, causing an impact of 62 G on the Formula One driver. The sheer force of the crash forced the car to break in two as it was designed to do, but it left Grosjean stranded in his seat as flames began to surround him. He spent 27 seconds in the cockpit desperately trying to free himself before jumping out of the car and, with rapid assistance from F1 medical officers Alan van der Merwe and Ian Roberts on the scene, he managed to escape the cauldron of fire. Grosjean sustained burns to his hands and feet as he was trapped in his vehicle and was taken to hospital for urgent treatment. Remarkably, he was able to return to the paddock for the Sakir Grand Prix with bandages wrapped around his hands as he was greeted by the Haas team. 2 years and 4 months on from the incident, following a full FIA investigation into the crash, the wreckage of his car has been put on display in a museum in the Spanish capital of Madrid alongside other memorable F1 cars. One of the key details that can be seen from the image of the car is that the halo, hailed as one of the biggest advancements of F1 safety technology, is still intact despite the grim condition of the F1 car's carcass. Grosjean, 36, managed to make a full recovery and is now racing in the American Indy Car Series with Andretti Autosport after leaving F1 in 2020, with the Bahrain Grand Prix his final race in Formula One. And the father of two admits that the experience has forced him to take a more cautious approach to his racing, although he insists his desire to race remains alive and well. When you experience something like I had in Bahrain, things will definitely be different from that day to the rest of my life, Grosjean said to iNews back in May 2022. Probably I think a little bit more. I'm a little bit more cautious. In Texas, his most recent IndyCar outing, I was taking it steady in the first laps. That doesn't mean that I've lost my faith in racing or my hunger, otherwise I'd be home doing something else.